Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy hump day, everybody. Happy hump day. Come on. Don't make no excuse. Just be a man about it. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Just be a man about it. If you wanna leave, just be a man about it. Come and get your things. Just be a man about it. Good morning, guys. My coffee is scorching hot. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Guys, I have a makeshift area right now because I still have stuff all over the place. Thank you guys that are asking. I'm adjusting. I'm settling in, but I am going through something. So just keep me in prayer, please. It's not the situation I thought, but listen, life happens. And listen, I picked up this cup yesterday, guys. It says wifey. And also, I have my girlfriends gonna get me because I have both my fingers covered. I have both my fingers covered. About it. You ain't gotta lie to me. Just be a man about it. So listen, guys, I'm gonna get to it because I'm not gonna be on here long. I have a lot to do. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because I have so much reading to do for the job because, as I stated yesterday, I have to get my HUD certification and housing counselor certifications back licenses. I have a lot of reading to do because I'm also credit certified as well on my own side for my own business that I need to get straight so I can start taking clients with that as well. And I have a desk to put together. Yeah, genius me waited until he left to go grab a desk. And then I tried to pull it on the inside of the house yesterday. I hurt my lower back doing that. And then I pulled everything out the box, guys, piece by piece, saying, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. Oh, no, this is a real assembly. This is a real assembly. How you guys doing? Hey, this coffee is perfect now, but let me put it down. You notice everything, so we can have everything. So guys, listen. Can you hear me good, guys? Because I know I have the my Google is playing. The way he pay attention, he noticed everything. So guys, listen, this morning we're going to be talking about body business. And I know you said, what in the world is that? Well, it's almost like relationship one-on-one. Hey Google, volume down please. It's almost like relationship one-on-one. Because what I'm discovering is that women are having a hard time trying to figure out how to navigate the relationship world with their body, with new relationships, with marriages, with this, with that. But let me tell you this. This is what I want you to do when it comes to your body. Not only does the Bible talk about our body is the temple of God, that our body does not belong to us. It's in Corinthians. Go back and read Corinthians. Hey, Sharon. Go back and read Corinthians. It talk about that our body is not our own. It talk about the fact that it was paid for with a price. It talks about that it is the holy temple of God. And we've talked about this so many times, guys, where I talked to you about your body. I talked about the importance of being able to make space for God inside of the temple. I talked about the sacredness of your body. I talked about all of those things. So this is what I want to give you this morning. Guys, it is rainy out here today. It's dreary. So, of course, I have this light on. It was really dark. But it is wonderful, sweet sleeping weather. But like I said, I have too much to do. So let me give you this. The way I want to help you with this today, I want you to treat your body like a business. I want you to start looking at your body like a business, because I think this is the analogy that I have to use for some women to get it and for some people to get it. Treat your body like a business. Basically, it's like relationship one-on-one. I'm going to give you these, and I'm going to do it basically the same way I did it on yesterday. If you missed yesterday's broadcast on healing past the pain, very good points, excellent points, because God gave them to me himself as I'm trying to heal through some things at this very moment. So you might want to go back and look at that, healing past the pain. If you missed it, go back and look at it. It's 2 parts, because when I was in Walmart, my video didn't come through good for the reception, so I ended up doing a second part, and then we ended up just doing some shopping in Walmart versus the desk that I have to put together. So relationship one-on-one, treat your body like a business. The first thing you want to know when it comes to your body and business is that you don't want to settle. You don't want to settle. So treat your body like a business. If you have your business, a lot of times I have 2 or 3 businesses that I'm trying to get back into flow and get back on point after the pandemic. I don't settle when it comes to my business. I don't take anything. I don't just do anything. I don't just act any kind of way. I don't just waste my money. I don't settle. So you need to look at your body as a business. You don't want to settle. Why settle for something that is not going to invest, grow, or complement you? You get what I'm saying? So with your body, first thing, don't settle. Don't settle for anything. Don't just settle because you feel like you got to settle. Don't just take anything because something is coming your way. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times we settle because we think we can't do any better. A lot of times we settle because we feel like that is the only way. We settle because we feel like that is the only options. We don't explore what it is that we actually want, so we settle. We don't know who we are, so we settle. We don't know what we're looking for, so we settle. The best way to do that is to don't settle. You get what I'm saying? And another thing I want to bring out, if you don't know who you are, don't bring other people into your businesses for a business plan that you have no clue or idea where you're going. Don't do that. Let me say that again. With a business, if you don't have a business plan, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what your business objectives are, your business goals, same thing with your body. Don't invite people into your space, into your life, into your heart, into your whatever, and you have no clue where you're going. That is settling, okay? That is cause that is commotion, chaos, confusion, all of that. Okay? That was on the flip side. 2, don't lower your standards. You're not going to take something in your business that is not going to flourish and help your business grow, and it's going to be a bad perception of what your business is looking like. You're not going to take clothes that are not the best quality. You're not going to take products that are not the best quality. You're not going to take things that you don't think is going to sell. You're not going to invest into something that you feel like is not good for you. So why would you do that with your body? Don't lower your standards. The thing is, sometimes you lower your standards and think that you can build people up and bring people to the place that you are, and think people will have a mindset and the same goals and abilities and concepts that you have for a business. But then when you talk things over, you realize that that's not the case. Don't lower your standards. You go and get a guy that doesn't have a job, that has nothing to offer you, that doesn't have a vision, that doesn't have a plan, that does not have your back, thinking that if just because you got somebody to screw and hold you at night, that it takes the place of what you're doing. You're lowering your standards. No. But on the flip side, you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you're an author, you're doing everything that you're doing, but you're selling for something that does not complement you. You understand what I'm saying? You're settling for something that does not complement you because you feel like that's the best that you can do. You have lowered your standards in order to try to build somebody else up, instead of meeting somebody who's on a common ground with you and you can build together. You understand what I'm saying? See, what happens is that when a man falls in love and he meets a woman, that woman becomes his strength, his motivator. She builds him up. She helps him become a better person, a better man, and he's motivated more. A man who finds a woman who's on his level becomes motivated. He becomes aggressive. He becomes serious about life. He becomes better. And a woman who finds a man that she falls in love becomes her strength. He begins to be her motivator as well. He holds her, he supports her, he helps her to get to the place that she's trying to get to, and they build one another up. This is what happens when a compatible couple meets. This is what happens. I'm not saying that you don't meet somebody who's a little below you, a little higher than you, but this is the thing. You build one another up. You don't go to the gutter looking for somebody that reflect you if you're not gutter material. So don't lower your standards. 3, don't drop your value. Don't drop your value. Guys that just jumped on here, we're talking about body business. We're talking about treating your body as you would as a business so that people can understand and can kind of get the analogy of how it is to be relationship one-on-one, what it means to value your body and how to do this thing. Okay? Guys, I hope this thing, I'm going to let you know it's blinking a little bit. I hope it doesn't drop off every time I'm trying to do Facebook Live. For some reason, Verizon not working that well when it comes to this area. I don't know. But, okay, don't drop your value. What I mean by that, don't take your body and say, well, I'm just going to get with them and I'm just going to get with them and I'm just going to do this for the meantime because I'm single. No, you're dropping your value. Now, women don't want to hear this, but a man don't want somebody that has been with everybody. A woman don't want somebody that's been with everybody. Men don't want to hear that. See, the same way, it's a double standard for women because women are looked at a certain way. And women go out here and sleep with this person and sleep with this person. But people have it misconstrued because as young women, as young men are kind of taught to go out there and plant their seeds and fear and see what they want. And women, we allow it. Let me say that again. We have allowed it. And men think that that's okay, but it's not okay. I don't want a man that's been with everybody either. You see what I'm saying? I don't want a man that's been with everybody either. So don't drop your value, women. Your body is the temple of God. And when a man is looking for a wife, he's looking for somebody that he can put on his arm and be proud of because she hasn't been ran through like a train. Vice versa, men. You see what I'm saying? So don't lower your value. Don't compromise with your value. Don't compromise with who you are because you wouldn't do that with your business. You wouldn't let any and everything flow with your business. If you a candy store, you're not going to have booths in your candy store and let everybody bring and just advertise and sell everything in your store because you have a particular market that you're trying to reach. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so guys, my thing did drop off, so some of you probably have to come back on or whatever and do like a replay. I'm so sorry. The other thing is, understand you get what you put in, you get what you put out. So when it comes to your body, when it comes to relationships, you get what you put in. That's the same thing with your business. If you don't invest, if you don't sow, if you don't spend time trying to build your business, if you don't put things in place, if you don't plan to succeed, then you automatically plan to fail. That's the same thing with your body. You're going to get out your body what you put in. So if you don't care how you treat your body, you don't care what you put in your body, you don't care how you act, you don't care how many people run through your body, you don't care how you represent yourself, then that's what you're going to get out of it. You're going to get that same thing out that you put in. So the reason I'm trying to tell you to treat your body as a business, because then maybe people will get what I'm trying to say when I say your body is the temple of God. It is to be respected. It is to be valued. It does not hurt to be by yourself. It does not hurt to grow by yourself. It does not hurt to be with the right person and somebody who's going to value and respect your body and love your body just as much as you love your body. See, we spend too much time setting our standards according to what people think our bodies should be to them, what people think a relationship should be to them, what people think the standards and expectations should be. But we have not set our own standards, expectations, and value our own body. You cannot value my body less than I value my body. So if I feel like this and you can't do this, then we have a problem. You get what I'm saying? The standards and expectations are not you being bougie, not you being too picky, not you being this. It is your expectations, because your expectations, once again, I said again, should be lined up with the standards that God has set for your body. And if we're going to look at what God has set for our body, then it is meant for us to be married. It is meant for us to be together as a married couple. It is meant for you to value my body and treasure my body, to give me your last name, for us to rock this thing out together, not for us to cohabitate, not for us to just be having sex, not for this. That's a whole nother story. But this is the way that you have to look at it. You have to set a standard, because if you don't have a standard, then what happens is you do settle. You don't invest in something permanent. You invest in temporary situations. You don't value yourself, and you don't hold fast to your standards. You get what I'm saying? Good morning, guys. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hey, guys, we're talking about this morning how to help women and men navigate when it comes to the relationship world, and when it comes to your body. We're talking about treat your body as a business, and then you're better able to comprehend and to know how to handle relationship one-on-one. Those who just got on, we talked about don't settle. You deserve the best. You know what you deserve. Don't lower your standards. Don't drop your value. And then we're talking about you get what you put in. You get what you put in. Okay, we're talking about all those things, and if you know anything about business, all those are very strong attributes that you need to have when it comes to running a business. So I was giving examples of each one of those. Good morning. So, guys, we're going to keep it moving. Don't compromise with foolishness. Don't compromise. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but don't compromise with foolishness. A lot of times, and I have to say this to women, people do, and men, people do to us what we allow them to do to us. They treat us the way that we allow them to treat us. And so when you're running a business, one of the things you do, you don't compromise with the integrity of your business. You should look at your body the same way. Hi, Pastor David. You don't compromise with the sensitivity of what it is that you're trying to do to market your business. You have a set plan, business plan, vision of how you want to market your business, right? So you don't compromise with the integrity of that foundation of what you're trying to build when it comes to that business. You need to do the same thing when it comes to your body. Don't compromise with the integrity of your body. We should not continuously allow these men and women to have side chicks, side pieces, side baby mama, side all that, and think it's cool. The misinformation that is okay, and this is what the problem is when it comes to the younger women that I know. They think it's okay for this man to be seeing this woman, and that woman, and then, well, he lives with me because he's my man. Or I'm the main chick. No, baby. You're the it. You're the bottom, the first, the last, the second, the front, the back, the middle. You're all of it. This is what you deserve. We don't serve a God that halfway give blessings. He give complete blessings. So at this point, I need you to understand that is not okay. I am not going to post about a man or post about a relationship and I'm not sure that I'm it. I am not going to argue with another woman about nay man. And nay, for those of you who don't know what I'm saying, not a one. Nada. So you have to get in your mindset, guys, that when it comes to men and women, we're not competing for a man. We're not trying to knock somebody out the box for a man. Either you're it or you're not. See, men know what they want. They know, and anytime you're in a situation where there's confusion and that person doesn't know what they want and you feel yourself having to compromise the integrity of your business, your body, that's your business, then that's when you have to take a solid foot and decide what it is that you want because you know what you deserve. That goes back to not compromising. Because listen, God has somebody out there for you who would choose only you. First of all, there would be no confusion about what they want. And then there also would be the clear clarification that I want you to be that my wife or whatever it is, you know, or in a relationship, whatever that may be. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to compromise the integrity of who you are by dealing with foolishness and compromising on things that really require no compromise at all. You get what I'm saying? So, and I don't know if you guys realize this, but I'm giving you actually also some very good business tips when it comes to running your businesses as well. Okay? Let me get a taste of coffee out of my my wifey cup, guys. I didn't let it get a little too cool because I have the air conditioning blowing and then I have the window open, and so it got a little cool. I'm gonna have to warm it up, guys, because I love my coffee hot. It was perfect at first. I knew I should have drank more of it then. Okay, guys, so next, when it comes to treat your body like a business relationship one-on-one, invest. When it comes to running a business, you're gonna go and you're gonna get things to invest into your business, which means, like for example, me as a author, it's good that I have a stenographer on point, on staff, an editor, a artist, all that type of thing. And it costs to have those people when it comes to me doing a book, because I have to have all these things in place when I write my book. Somebody to do the layouts. It benefits me to get a public relations person. I need a literary agent. It benefits me to take money and put towards those things, to marketing, all those things, because that business is important to me. Well, that's the same thing you do when it comes to a relationship. You invest. You invest into the things that you know are going to invest back into you. You get back what you put into that. And if you're not willing to invest and go through the ups and the downs and the fiscal year, when you see that it didn't line up like you wanted to line up, and you got to put a little bit more in, and you got to change your business plan, and you got to be flexible, then you have a problem. You have to be willing to invest. Stop investing in temporary situations that does not yield you a profit. And when I'm talking, that's not only business, but I'm talking about personal as well. Stop investing into personal situations and relationships, temporary situations that does not yield you benefits for long-term effects. Oh, wonderful, Pastor David. I heard. I didn't get an opportunity to respond back to all the posts, but I did hear that. And I'm super glad about that. I'm excited about that. I'm glad you guys had a good time. I wish I was there, like literally, I do. I miss being at my mom and daddy church, and I miss the communion and the family time, like that worship. The word says the family that prays together, stay together. And God has been true to that. And we know that. We know that. So, guys, invest, and then value yourself first. If it's your business, a lot of times people don't look at your business as quite serious as you look at your business. They're not gonna invest like you are. They're not gonna do the things that you do. They're not gonna sacrifice. That's the same way you have to look at it when it comes to you in a relationship. It's your relationship. Ultimately, whatever you decide in your relationship should be between you and your partner. Ultimately, the things that you go through should be between you and your partner. If you have to seek counsel, sometimes we all do. Make sure that the ultimate decision of what you're doing in your relationship is between you and your partner. Value it if you want it to last. Do a do a weekly analysis. We all know when we have a business, we have to do a weekly analysis. Do a weekly checkup on your body. Don't keep pushing up on dead situations that offer no leverage, growth, or positiveness. So don't keep wasting your time on situations that offer you no leverage, that offer you no growth, that's not positive, that's not going anywhere. We have done it where we invested a lot of years into something that we know we should have been cut short, we should have been exited out of, but we settled, we compromised, we stayed there, we invested it, we compromised the integrity of our life to be suitable to be in a place of complacency, and then we look back and we have regrets. So don't spend too much time pushing up on dead situations that offer you no leverage, positiveness, or growth, or just not going anywhere when it comes to relationship one-on-one. A lot of times it is hard to do that for so many reasons when you get in relationships sometimes, but it can be done. And I'm speaking mainly to the women because we do that a lot when it comes to that. Once you realize that a man is not going to pour back into you the things that you desire him to pour back into you, and is not going to go where you want it to go, then it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It could be painful, but it's a wrap. Be smart about it. Be smart about it. Just like I told you that the reason why I'm doing this as relationship one-on-one, treat your body like you would treat your business, is because we have to be smart about it. Sometimes we have to look at it a different way for certain people to get it. So you want to be smart about this thing, which means that you actually want to take the time to think things over. Don't treat it like, oh, this is just my personal business. Treat it like you have something this is just me. Treat it like there's something for you to lose. And when I say that, treat it exactly like I said. If I waste my time on something that's not going to yield me the benefits that I want, what do I have to lose? I have time to lose. My time is very valuable. I have, and when it comes to time, it means that time stands still for nobody. I'm aging, I'm getting older. I have to appreciate the genuineness and the sacredness and the grace of each day. And when I take those things for granted, then see, this is what I'm doing. I'm taking my time and I'm taking my grace for granted. So I don't want to do any of those things. So you want to be smart about your relationships that you're in. So at this point, you have to say to yourself, well, this is what I understand it to be. This is where I'm at. Is this worth my time? Because listen, if not, I'm recouping my time. And that's why sometimes we find ourselves double time trying to do different things and trying to work harder and we're not working smarter, because now we're trying to recoup the time we lost. And sometimes what we do, we take those situations because we have wasted time. We have been in complacent situations and we thought on the next relationship, causing us to causing us to bring luggage and old luggage and things to a new situation. And now not only have you damaged the next person, but then listen, we're all trying to recoup time because of it now. But God, but God, listen, people get quiet when you go down that avenue. So I'm glad you told me I went down your street, because people get quiet. They don't want to say that's me. What I have learned in my couple of years of doing my motivation is that people will get very excited or they'll get very quiet. Sometimes, and that's the way it's meant to be. Sometimes what we do as ministers, as motivational speakers, as influencers, what we do sometimes, we cause people to come from a dead place and realize that, listen, I'm here, but I'm not living. Sometimes what happens is we cause people to reflect on the things that they have done and take a different direction. Sometimes it's a chastening from God in a loving way. God will chastise through us. Sometimes it is God loving on us, loving you and giving you kisses and hints and nuggets of gold, leading, of course, directing, opening the eyes of the blind, raising the sick, healing the sick, raising the dead. It's all those things. That is why it is said, I am called for such a time as this. I am anointed to these things. I have called some pastors, some apostles, some evangelists. I have called priests. I have called people, and we're all one body and with many members. So that's why so many times when I say, I'm not going to do this morning motivation, those would be the very mornings that somebody would email me, inbox me and say, you don't know what you did for me. And see, the obedience of doing what God tells us to do is our reward. And I'm sharing this not only with Pastor David, but that can relate, but to everybody else on here. The obedience of doing what God calls you to do is your reward. There's not a better feeling. You can't pay me in money for the feeling that I get when somebody say, you saved my life and you didn't even know it. You can't pay me for the money for when somebody say, your life inspires me so much, you just don't know. You can't pay me for the money when somebody says to me, I came to know God because of you. You can't pay me for the feelings when I have the ability to give and bless people. That is one of my greatest joys. One of my greatest joys is being able to bless people, because there's no greater feeling than giving for me. It really is a tremendous feeling when I can bless somebody, and that is one of the biggest things for me. I am a blesser. I love to give. I love to give. And what I'm realizing is not only when you're obedient to God and God puts you in the right place, what I'm also learning is that what happens is that God will separate people from you. I've realized over and over again, I think I told you guys, it might have been 3 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago, when God started pruning. And I'm helping somebody now. God started pruning me. And when he started pruning me, he started removing people from my life, and it was painful. It was so painful. He started removing people from my life, left and right and left and right and left and right. And then he began to elevate me. In my place of pruning, he began to elevate me, and that's when I realized he was pruning me. And then what happened was, I began to see slowly but surely, I'm realizing that God is not only ordering my footsteps right now. See, it is meant for me to be here right now where I'm at in Atlanta, Georgia. It was meant for me to move out of Richmond a while ago, but when it became time for God to move me, God caused me to move. And even though I have the option to go back home at this moment, I still have everything back at home. I have the option to go back home. I made a choice because I know that God is ordering my steps, and he has already showed me several ways where he's ordering my steps. But this is the thing. God has to move me. I need somebody to get this. We're talking about relationship one-on-one and treating it as a business, but I had to divert for a moment. Not only I need somebody to get this, God had to move me from where I was at, because I'm such a giver. I'm such a blesser by nature. I'm such the person that I am, that God had to move me, because get this, everybody can't go where God is taking me. Everybody can't go where God is taking me. You get what I'm saying, guys? Hold on one second, guys. Don't move. So I'm gonna go back and get that in a minute. I had to go and warm my coffee up because I really have a taste for that. But see, everybody can't go where God is taking me. All right, that was the point I want to give you guys, and I'm gonna give you these last few points, and I'm jump off because I have to actually try to put this desk together. Whoa, it is me. Okay, so then I told you be smart about it. The next thing, when you have a business, you're gonna check your credit. And I know this is like a wow, and you're like, okay, that's a relationship one-on-one. Yeah, check your credit. Check your credit. A lot of times what we have going on now is women saying, I saw a video. It was the most ignorant video I have seen in my life. I saw a video where this man approached the lady based upon her outward appearance, and he was telling her, oh my God, your booty, your this, your that. So he stopped her to push up on her. And stopping to push up on her, she was saying, oh, you dress like this, you dress like, she was picking him apart. And although he was dressed pretty good, and he was saying, well, my sneakers $200, even though she was like, you look like you got them from the Nike factory. He was like, I did. What's wrong with Nike? So all those things, and she was talking about H&M. I love H&M. Maybe a little expensive for some, but yeah, she was like really like, but she looked like she was dressed in a Fashion Nova outfit. And I love Fashion Nova outfits. I rocks them. You see what I'm saying? Because those who have it don't always have to display that I got this and that. You may see a piece of jewelry on somebody who rocking in money sometimes because they like it, but people that have money don't usually, they not flooded down trying to impress you, showing you that they got money. So that was the first thing with her. The second thing is that she was saying to him, well, if you can't do this, you can't do this. Y'all know the video. And then what happened was she saw where he walked off. She saw where he was driving. She came back. She put herself out there. I do this, I do that, all this and that. And it was very ignorant. It was very ignorant. But on both parts, really. So my point being, this is what I want to tell you when I say check your credit. Too many times we're looking for what somebody else can bring to the relationship, but what can you offer? Women come a dime a dozen. Men come a dime a dozen. Despite the fact that people always say, well, you know that, especially in Atlanta, they say to you, well, it's 30 men to, well, let me put it more in like realistic terms. It is 10 men to every one woman. They say that it's very oddly injustice when it comes to the dating world in Atlanta. Let me put these things straight, because if we talk about Atlanta, then we can talk about anywhere. Where I need you to get this. First of all the black men are not in prison. Second of all, there are more black millionaires of men in Atlanta than anywhere. Thirdly, everybody is compatible to somebody. God has somebody for everybody, because while you're saying this oddly injustice, believe me when I say that in Atlanta, quite a few of those men are with men. You see what I'm saying? And quite a few of the women are with women. So, in short, what I'm trying to say, what God has for you is for you. And I know that to be true. In the little time I've been here, I've had several men push up on me, but yet they say that there's a problem with no. Pushing up and being in a relationship, completely different things. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. Stop getting fooled with the misconceptions that there's not somebody out there for you, or that you have a problem finding. No, when you find somebody you want to be with, you do all those things that I told you, because you're with the person that you're supposed to be with. Now, if you want to be taken seriously, then we need to get past what do you bring to the table, and also understand what do you bring to the table equally. Because the same way that you're looking for somebody to be the come up, it's the same way some of these men are looking for women to be their balance and be their strength, and somebody they can build with. You're not always going to meet somebody, 90%, you're not going to meet somebody who's where they want to be in life. Sometimes you may run up on some of these millionaires, that's already there. They have no problem, but what they want, somebody who can think for themselves and have some goal and aspirations as well. They're not looking for just somebody on their arm candy. If that's the case, you're looking for a narcissist, and you're going to get less out of what you want in that situation, but get more of what you don't want in that situation if you want to be controlled, manipulated, and bossed around. You see what I'm saying? So in this case, there's nothing wrong for looking for somebody who has established themselves. We talked about that. But you can't be looking for somebody who's established and you haven't checked your credit. What is it? What is your credit score? What do you bring to the table? What are you doing with your life? What do you have to offer? And I'm talking about both men and women. And another thing I want to tell you, when it comes to when I have to go back to, I think it was point 9, when I said to you, be smart about it. When you're running a business, you can't go with every trend and trick it and everything that somebody bring your way. All investments are not good investment. All participations is not good participation. You have to be mature and you have to grow up to run a business. At this point in my life, I find myself telling people several times, it's time for you to grow up. It's time for you to grow up. If you're still in those streets looking for, trying to see what you missed in your younger years, or you're still in those streets trying to figure out what you missed, or you're trying to relive the time that has gone, then that's a maturity issue. Okay? So you want to be able to get somebody that you're compatible with as well. Because anybody who's still seeking yesterday or trying to get what they lost will be a person that will hold you back, will be a person that will hinder you. So at this point, you have to understand running a business causes you to be smart about situations and be mature about situations. You understand what I'm saying? That's right. That's right. Stop right. It makes it easy for you, Pastor David. 1 second, guys. Now, one thing I do have to say, guys, about being, I do need to go. I have so much to do, and one thing I have noticed since I've gotten up here is that my days fly by me. My days fly by me. I'm not going to have this time like this starting next week because we get paid basically to study. Shoot. I had ate breakfast right before I came on here. But you guys, hungry again. Yeah, that's one of the problems I'm having working from home. Eating like somebody crazy. I found myself just snacking more and more and more. Let me give you these last. I think I'm about done. Okay. This is a good one. Know your target audience. Pastor David just said this. People who should be in your circle, like-minded people. You're not going to have somebody who runs a circus running your bookstore. You get what I'm saying? Hey Google, continue to play my music. Relationship one-on-one. If you know that you have intentions of doing this, then why are you with somebody who don't have intentions of doing that? That's the easiest way I can put it. That's the easiest way I can put it. Relationship one-on-one. Okay? Like-minded people hang around together. I don't know if you noticed that. That's how girls of a fella flock together, right? Okay. Well, why are you with somebody who's a crackhead if you're not a crackhead? We all got family. We're going to hang with them regardless. But why do you keep befriending people that's going a totally different direction than you go? Why are you in a relationship with not a like-minded person? You get what I'm saying? Because eventually, if you're around it long enough, it's going to rub off on you. And not only are their ways going to rub off on you, but you're going to begin to take upon some of their ways and thoughts. And when you realize it, it's too late. So if you don't have a strong mind, and you're not trying to influence that person ways will come off on you. And then when you realize sometimes somebody's talking different, especially people that you hang around all the time, and they start to talk different, and sometimes you be like, that's real dumb. Like, what made you even think about that? What made you do that? Look at who they hang around. Look who they spending most of their time on. Look at who is in their ear. Because people who do crazy things and act crazy and have crazy ideas and have no concept to morals and values and the seriousness of life is a big game, then that you can listen to somebody and see who they hang around. Because their objective become your objective. And you become gullible. Stop giving away stuff for free because someone asked. Woo! Honey. Listen. Just because they want you don't mean they deserve you. Just because they running behind you don't mean you got to be caught. Just because they want to sleep with you don't mean you got to sleep with them. Stop giving away stuff, your body for free just because somebody wants you. Stop sleeping with people just because it's an opportunity. Stop. Listen, half the time it ain't even good. People that bounce around sleeping with person to person, it won't good enough for you to stop at that one person. Or you're just greedy. You get what I'm saying? Stop giving away your body because you can say, oh, I slept with them and he won't. Listen, we grown. Time out for that. Stop sleeping with women because you can. It takes an immature mind to say that's what we do as men. Because you can. Well, look at the way things going. And I'm going to tell you, now that I'm up here in Atlanta, it's more serious than ever. You can bounce around sleeping with people if you want to. And think you won't find yourself in a web of confusion because, listen, the melting pot doesn't just stop at the culture. The melting pot goes into the sexual immortality and activity that goes on up here as well. Okay? And then this is the last one, stop letting anybody deposit or invest into you. Spiritual warfare. Let's go back to that. Spiritual warfare. We touched upon it, but you might not have realized we did when I said check your circle. Be careful about who you let invest and deposit in you. That is when it comes to conversation, company, things you listen to, the television that you watch, the things that you invest your time in, the things that you allow to be invested into you, the things that you allow to be deposited in your spirit. So guys, listen, that is it for me. That is my Wednesday morning motivation for you. Treat your body like a relationship. Treat your body like a business relationship one-on-one. Okay? So thank you guys who rocked with me the entire time. Thank you guys who jumped back on after it knocked me off for a second. Don't forget to tag and share. Again, thank you, Pastor Day. Again, for those who have to go and do the replay, hello, thank you so much. Hit replay, hashtag replay for me to let me know that you're looking on the replay. I don't have a specific time. Like I said, I keep telling you guys, so many people get so angry with me. Set your notifications, please, so that you can catch me when I jump on. And because we're all working in the middle of the day and everything, I know that's difficult with the time I'm jumping on, but it's more important for me to get the message out there. And I'll try to get back on point where we can get together and rock our lives together so we can converse and you're online. Guys, I'm sorry I got distracted with this. This is the instructions to put the desk together. It is, I don't know what time it is, but I can already see I probably spent a substantial amount of time trying to put that together. My outfit today don't even really, it's just, I just threw this on. So I'm going to go ahead and take a picture just to lead people back to the live. But we just rocking it out with a simple skirt today. I have the perfect sandals that match it, to be honest. I might throw it on just for the picture, white top. And then I just threw this oddly colored sweater on with it because I was cool. Don't even really go with it, but we make it do what it do. All right, guys, so thank you for joining me. This is Dr. Michelle with your Hump Day Motivation. You guys make it a blessed thing, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Set your notification for Thursday Relationship Motivation. We might have just did it today. Peace.